Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson and I'm so happy to have you here today. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any requests for your personal good. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. The cats are a little bit excited today. So we'll start with the crystal grid. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all my social media and a link to my email newsletter. And let's dive into it. It's just so wonderful to see you all today. And if I haven't seen you in about a week or so, Happy New Year. Lovely. So as usual, we're starting off with our mirror here. This helps to reflect any not so great energy, and the copper here helps to break up any blockages and get the optimal flow of energy moving for us. So let's see who all is here. We've got Little Tree, hi. Cassandra, welcome in. Flower, hello. Blue Sky, I hope you're well. Joanna, good to see you. JS. And Chris, oh, it's wonderful to see you all. So let's go ahead and start putting our requests in the grid. Hey T, I hope you're doing well. I really do hope you're doing well. Okay, great. So let's dive in. And oh, good stuff. Oh, good requests too. I'm going to keep folding in your requests as we keep going, but I definitely saw what you mentioned about Ava's health. Ava is Chris's dog, for those who are new, and declutter and stuff. Oh, hey, you. How are you? How are you, Gertie? Gertie blessed our grid at the 4 o'clock. I wouldn't doubt that she'd join us again today. Yeah, are you going to join us again? So let's bring in some leopard skin jasper and some desert rose selenite for Chris and for Ava. And let's also bring in the stones around your intention for decluttering. Let's do some lapis and some garnet. And to that we'll add some ruby. Awesome. Oh, the kitties are going to be play fighting all night. I can just tell. So here is some desert rose selenite. This is really helpful for the well-being of our animal companions, and it's also really helpful for those big goals that we're taking regular, consistent steps to move forward. Wonderful too for redefining ourselves after any big shift or change or even loss. Helpful for fighting viruses, supportive of men's health, and great for finding a place to live as well as any kind of real estate paperwork. Also wonderful for upset stomachs and acne as well as eczema. So that is desert rose selenite. The next stone I have that's really helpful with animal health is leopard skin jasper. Leopard skin jasper helps with attracting your soulmate as well as the health, healing, well-being of animals and the connection to our animal companions and guides. This is also helpful for coordination and balance, as well as anything impacting the skin, and most importantly of all, it helps to manifest a soulmate relationship, helps call in a romantic partner. So we will bring this in. Okay. And for decluttering and organizing in general, we have got ourselves some garnet. A very Capricorn stone indeed. It's the January birthstone. This helps with being very practical, using your time the best way you can, and finding the most efficient way to get things done. It very much supports things like organization as well as creativity and even courage, and can really help with stability in any kind of time of change. So that's, ooh, here we go, some garnet. Lapis is also helpful with breaking habits around disorganization and helping you to get organized and stay organized. It's also really helpful for integrity, owning our commitments, and personal responsibility, as well as open, honest communication. Helpful too for bringing in new opportunities for career and for vertigo and hearing loss. So that is lapis. Lapis is also really helpful for pain and inflammation. So that's lapis. And next we will bring in ruby. Ruby is very helpful for the courage to be yourself, and it also helps with management and leadership skills. It's great for fertility as well as love, and for releasing fear. Helpful too for nightmares and maybe getting those to kind of stop, as well as financial stability and making good decisions. So that is ruby. Awesome. So let's bring that in. And I will continue to work your requests in as we go through, Chris. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Hello, Peachy. Oh, awesome. I can totally support that. Gotcha. I will get to everybody's requests. I'm just going to go from the top down. Let's see who is next. JS, intentions, finding your own apartment this month and to get help finding a place. Gotcha. So that is desert rose selenite. Will very much help with that. There's also tourmalinated quartz. Tourmalinated quartz, this is quartz that has black tourmaline specifically in it. Black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy, and when it's going through quartz, it breaks up old stuck energy. This can make it helpful for things like scar tissue on the body, in the body, but especially in the emotions and the mental parts of us. Wonderful for grounding and releasing nervous energy, healing old trauma, especially from childhood. And it's also helpful for new jobs, new gigs, good fortune, good luck, very protective over travelers, especially by car. And this can also help break up anything that's in between you and what you need as far as like homes, you know, a place to live. It's very good for that. So we'll bring that in. And definitely the desert rose selenite is super helpful. So let's see. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else that can help. Let's also do, I feel like red jasper is a good one. Red jasper is wonderful for everything having to do with the root chakra, and definitely looking for a new place to live impacts the root chakra pretty strongly. This helps with empowerment and standing up for what is right, standing up against injustice and bullying. It's very protective emotionally and physically and spiritually. It's very grounding, and it also helps for emotional support for long-term recovery from illness or injury. So let's bring this in. This is also helpful for just feeling grounded, focused, less scattered. So that is red jasper. So all the best to you, JS. Keep us posted, and I hope you find the perfect place. Oh, you know what else will work? Manifestation quartz. We use this as like almost like a birthday candle for Dell, who is having her birthday this weekend. We used it as that at the 4 o'clock stream. Anything that you are manifesting, consider this like a birthday wish. And we'll put that right in the middle. Oh my goodness, I thought that was a sneeze and it was a yawn. Joanna, fluorite, absolutely. Let's do that. Fluorite is very helpful with whenever you're surrounded by just a lot of chaotic energy or you're going through chaotic times. This helps you to ground and be present. It's also really relaxing, and it helps you to just more or less be the eye of the storm in a sense, like everything's swirling around you, but you feel good within yourself. It definitely can help you to find your own personal space in really chaotic environments like a workspace, and it also helps to bring comforts to new moms and newborns. So that is fluorite. There we go. Awesome. So good to have you here. Good to see you. Blue sky, happy new year to you too. Intentions, faith, hope, and clear life path. Absolutely. Faith, hope, and clear life path. Awesome. So let's start with the faith part, and for that we'll start with moonstone. Moonstone is really helpful for connection to like rhythms of nature, like the lunar cycles, for example. And it is very much a stone of trust, like trusting in divine timing, trusting in spirit. Also helps to connect with the divine feminine. And it's wonderful for any kind of well women practices, whether it's wellness, spirituality, anything like that. Helps for protection for women and for travelers. It's really helpful for intuition and just opening up to that intuition. This also helps with attracting a soulmate relationship. But in general, it's trust in divine timing and trust in spirit. It can be really helpful for that. And we will also bring in for hope. Snowflake obsidian can be wonderful for hope. This helps in addition to hope, especially hope after loss, but not just that. This also helps body, mind, and spirit to balance. It helps to calm overstimulation. It also aids us in releasing misplaced guilt and helps with recognizing and reorganizing those patterns and habits that we have that aren't serving us. It's also wonderful for clairaudience, which is our spiritual hearing, and it's wonderful too for serenity and peace. So let's put that in there. And next for clear life path, let's bring in some chrysocolla. This helps with making decisions that are in alignment with our highest good and also encourages us to follow our spiritual purpose. In addition, this can be wonderful for finding new means of creative expression, which can help you express yourself to others, but also help you to get to know yourself. So that is chrysocolla. I'll put that here and I'll put this here. So I hope that helps. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Oh, so good to see you, Blue Sky. Happy New Year. Healing for yourself and your twin flame. Oh, cool. So moonstone can help with that. There's also carnelian and So carnelian is probably spot on. This has to do with everything that is related to the sacral chakra. So that is relationships, this is creativity, this is fertility, sexuality, sensuality, love, all of these things. This is also another stone that helps to call in a spiritually based romantic partner, including something like a twin flame. And it can also help things like cold, allergies, wound healing, and helps to break down like apathy and lethargy, and makes you want to get out, get into the world, and be a part of things again. So that is carnelian. The next one is going to be Lemurian quartz. So Lemurian quartz helps with not only healing like past pain, like including childhood, but also, and helping to release that old emotional pain. But this is also great for doing any past life healing, which might be the case here too. This helps you to also learn about yourself through that healing journey, which will help you in the future, especially if you want to help other people with those skills, and learning about yourself in general. So that is Lemurian quartz. But yeah, great for releasing emotional pain, excellent for past life stuff. So there we go. So in case there's anything there, this will help with healing that and releasing it. So keep me posted and let me know if there's anything else I can do, and welcome in. Yeah, happy Friday and happy Capricorn new moon. I completely forgot. Oh my goodness. T also would like some support on maintaining momentum for goals and sticking to your path, abundance, good sleep, and shedding stuck, unneeded energy. Keeping your momentum and goals and sticking to your path, the desert rose selenite is really helpful for that, as is there we go. Chrysoprase. Chrysoprase can be really helpful for overcoming disappointments, roadblocks, and sudden changes to your planned life path. This is one of those stones that's like, well, okay, pivot. What do we do? It's also really helpful for picking up the pieces after any kind of loss, or any time that we feel lost along our way. Much like for T, if we're working along our path and we're taking those many steps that equal the large journey, this helps to kind of pick you up along the way when you get to those points where you think, why did I do this to myself? Or I'm never going to make it to the end, or I feel like I just keep going towards this goal and I'm never going to make it. This helps you to recalibrate that into being able to see how far you've come so far, and take a little heart in, oh, wait a minute, I'm a lot closer than I was, kind of thing. So yeah, this is good for pivoting, picking up the pieces. It's also excellent for completing those big goals. So let's go ahead and do some. Now I'm going to put these here. There we go. So chrysoprase will definitely help that, along with desert rose selenite. And shedding stuck, unneeded energy. Tourmalinated quartz is great for that, but so is. Yeah, are you here to visit? Come on up. Hi. Yes, come on in. We have a Hattie. No, we have a Gertie. Gertie. Who's a good girl?
Who's a good girl?
Oh, you brought purrs.
That's nice.
We're just deep cleaning our energy field inside and out. And just a heads up, I'm hearing a really strange noise from the hallway. I might have to hit mute really quick. Not sure what it is. But yeah, so shungite also helps physical recovery, tissue repair, and in general, just helping all those old stuck things like stress, emotional pain, and energy blocks to kind of move on their way. So that is shungite. This is also one, if you are sensitive to electromagnetic energy, this can be really helpful. And smoky quartz. This helps to calm worry and break up energy blockages. It also transmutes energy, so it can fundamentally shift it to something better. Also helps with protection, and this was even used as far back as the Middle Ages, and probably even before then, to help protect property from theft. So we will bring this in. Oh, it's also good for hope in uncertain times, so I should remember that next time Still Not Still comes in. Also wonderful for chronic pain and flexibility of the mind, so that if you've been through something, you don't get just sort of mentally stuck there. And so you are open to new experiences and new perspectives. Abundance and good sleep. Labradorite helps with great sleep. It's also wonderful for clairvoyance, your spiritual sight. Super helpful for looking through a lot of information or data or stuff if you're looking for a needle in a haystack or you're searching for errors. Helpful too with calming disputes and creating workplace harmony, as well as just detailed attention to anything. Helpful too for research as well as studying. So that is labradorite. And last one for you is citrine. Citrine helps with abundance for sure. This is manifesting all the things we need to get by, and especially financial abundance. It also helps with compulsions and addictions, as well as making good financial decisions, balancing logic with intuition, nausea, and fibromyalgia pain. So that is citrine. Awesome. So glad you are here. Hey, Sharmi, I hope you're doing well. You were going to request shungite? Oh, I was frozen? Oh, I'm so sorry about that. You know, I was watching someone else's live stream earlier today and they were freezing up here and there. I'm not seeing it reflected in my equipment on my end, but it could be on YouTube's side. Oh, the new moon is the 11th, you think? Okay, maybe that's why I didn't know about it. Shungite's there, so sugilite, absolutely. So sugilite is really helpful for unity consciousness. That's the awareness that we are all interconnected, all interlinked, and that whatever we put out into the universe, we put back into ourselves too. This helps us to understand that as one, it helps us to transcend a lot of the lower level types of things and see the greater purpose for things, and seeing humanity and the world and everyone and everything in it as interrelated and as a part of you as well. So that is sugilite. And that makes sense. Okay. Self-love is a great one. Hey, Goddess of 4. Oh, you picked some good stones too. Okay, cool. So let's do that. So for tea, let's do some black tourmaline, red jasper, and green calcite. We've got red jasper already. Let's do some black tourmaline. And green calcite. So black tourmaline we talked about with tourmalinated quartz. This is so powerful for keeping yucky energy away from you. I've gone so far as to crush this up and actually sew the powder into curtains. It works like a charm, but you don't have to be that extra. You can also just sort of, tie something around it or put it in something and put it in the windowsill. Or keep it around your workspace at work, or a couple pieces in your car. It's a lovely stone. It's very easy to work with, and it's lovely at helping keep your energy clear. It's one of the must-haves for people who are empathic for sure. So that is black tourmaline. There we go. I'm also going to get this green calcite is my favorite stone for anxiety. It helps with calming and reassuring and easing anxiety. It also helps to release the physical tension that we hold in our body when we're anxious, stressed. We can tend to almost cringe and hold our muscles tight. This helps us to release that, which allows us to feel much more comfortable, a lot less pain, and also allows us to kind of start to regulate again. Wonderful too for nervousness, as well as kind of lightening the mood, bringing in a little bit of laughter when needed. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Okay, cool. So we got all of T's requests. And I did see a request for self-love, Cassandra, self-love. Let's bring in some fuchsite. It's a little bit stuck. There we go. Fuchsite is superb for self-love and self-care and just allowing yourself to have fun for no other reason than the sake of having fun. It helps to boost the energy of other stones. Wonderful for inner child work. It's thought helpful for carpal tunnel pain, spinal alignment, and sleep issues. So it very much encourages play and fun. So let's bring in some fuchsite. Let's actually do this. Okay, awesome. And Peach, you would like some abundance, life purpose, and relationships. So the best relationship stone we have is here right now. It's carnelian, and it relates with the sacral chakra, which is the relationship chakra. And it's wonderful for that. There's also honey calcite. This helps with optimism in difficult times, and it also helps attract the best people into our lives that are the best harmony and match to us. That's everything from potential romance to neighbors to colleagues, coworkers, new friends, all of the above. So that is honey calcite. We'll also bring in for life purpose. I'm going to bring in some blue apatite. This is easily one of our recent favorites. So blue apatite helps with a number of things. One of them is absolutely discovering our soul purpose, learning about it, and then having the courage to enact it and bring it forward. It's also really helpful for cultivating a good relationship with food. whether that's related to diet, like a weight loss, weight gain, or just a fundamental shift in how we relate to food, the role it has in our life for any reason. It can really support that. Helpful too for strengthening our energy field, so we're less likely to take on the energy of others. And it's wonderful for just inner harmony and peace overall. So that is Blue Apatite. And also going to bring in some pyrite. This is another one for abundance. We've got the citrine there. This is really helpful. It's fool's gold, and it's often found near real gold. And it's we like to think that the fool's gold calls in the real gold. It helps too with the lungs as well as fever, and with keeping our energy protected while also boosting our intuition. So wonderful too for the memory and the brains. If anyone's studying, this is helpful. And that is pyrite. But yeah, this has long been thought of a harbinger of good financial abundance. And so, yeah. So thank you for being here, Peachy. If you have any other requests, let me know. Financial stability, blocking negative energy. Financial stability is definitely citrine and ruby, which is right here. Negative energy. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so let's do for keeping the negative energy away of any kind. There's two great stones for that I have here. There's a lot of them, but I really love red tiger eye. It's highly protective on the spiritual side and on the mundane side. So whether someone is mistreating you, gaslighting, triangulating, whatever it might be, also really helpful for malevolent spiritual work. But yeah, this is one that can call in financial abundance in a hurry as well. So that's red tiger eye. So pretty. Bringing that in. The next is called jet, which is a fascinating stone because it is a type of fossilized wood that was fossilized very quickly, generally through volcanic activity or very intensely hot fires. This is exceptional for grief. Whether it's new grief or grief that's still kind of hanging around, it helps you to go really to the depths without losing yourself. It's wonderful too for doing any kind of hospice work, working with anyone that you love and care about, or even your animal companion when they get close to the end of their life. And wonderful, wonderful for protection against anything like paranormal, evil, nastiness, evil eye stuff, all of that negative energy. Jet is really, really protective. So we will bring that in too. So, yeah, lots of relationship stones too. And I'm also going to bring in peridot. This is thought to help boost friendships, definitely, but also other kinds of relationships. This really helps strengthen good relationships. It also helps with breaking bad habits. It's wonderful for digestive issues, whether it's IBS, Crohn's, celiac, or even like something more acute. And it's wonderful too for releasing guilt, anger, and jealousy. So that can help with relationships in a lot of ways. And I'm also going to bring in pink kunzite. This is one that's helpful for healing heartbreak, as well as just opening up to compassion. Compassion for yourself, compassion for others, and also helps with love after heartache and attracting love. Wonderful too for hormones and chemical sensitivities and those kind of like mild skin itch type allergies. Wonderful too for neuralgia and sleepless babies and supporting new moms in their motherhood role. So that is pink kunzite. But yeah, that's all about love and compassion. So let's bring that in. Okay. Awesome. Glad to have you here, Cassandra. Hey, Creative Diva, welcome in. Oh, Peachy, you're so welcome. Oh, it's okay, T. I forget the moon cycles every here and then, too. It's totally fine. I totally forgot when Mercury was going direct. I thought that was going to be like the 12th, and here it was like the 1st, roughly. So I was like, okay, that's the best direction to be wrong, is that it ended 2 weeks earlier than I thought. It's all good. And yeah, Creative Diva, let me know if you have any intentions. Jet was very popular in Victorian times. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, Renee. So was onyx, black onyx. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. I appreciate that. Let's see. Let's go up and see. Oh, Charmy had some intention of healing with past pain and trauma and moving forward to create a new fulfilling projects, love, financial abundance. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Let's do some malachite. So let's start with some malachite. Malachite helps us to work through some really difficult emotions in the heart center without losing ourselves. So this can be really helpful with leaving the past in the past, but without kind of bypassing it. Wonderful too for arthritis, inflammation, and pain, as well as helping with better sleep, easing depression and anxiety symptoms, and also for phobias and things like that. So this can be really, really helpful for leaving that emotional pain in the past. Next is dragon's blood. This helps you to have patience with yourself and others, but especially yourself. Wonderful for the strength and courage to change and also learning from our mistakes. So if we're like ready to like close one chapter and begin something new, this is a really deep way to like transition that into something beautiful in the future. Also helps with self-pity, helps to make sure that you don't end up in any kind of wallowing, but in that it is still wonderful for grief as well as loss. Helpful too with bringing in optimism, happiness, lots of wisdom. And it's also thought helpful for the immune system as well as the nervous system. So we'll bring this in. It's also helpful for the thyroid too. So that is dragon's blood or dragon's stone. I've heard it called both. And I'm noticing a lot of, we always have a theme. Even if we do 2 different streams in the day, like we do every Friday, we had a stream at 4. Always there's so many commonalities with what we come in with. And that's just a pretty good example of exactly what astrology is. Like how we might have completely different scenarios in our lives, but the themes are pretty close. Themes are definitely close. So whether this helps with Charmy's intention specifically or anyone's, it's a great one. Aquamarine helps with circulation and body fluids, as well as supporting teeth and gums, but it's excellent for forgiveness, whether that's the I forgive you to set myself free or the I forgive you to give you another chance variety. Either case, this is really helpful. Wonderful too for deflecting petty, immature, low vibe, just unnecessary types of behavior. We love to call it the anti-Karen stone. Also helps with that concept of may justice prevail. So that is aquamarine. So that can help with like finding new balance in relationships too. And another one that's good for relationships is yellow calcite, but not in the way that you might think. It's not so much for the space between two people. It's more for prioritizing yourself and setting a good boundary. So yellow calcite is everything that the solar plexus would need. This is optimism, self-confidence, and prioritizing your wants, needs, and desires when making any kind of plans, just in general moving through life. Really helpful for releasing any need of feeling like you have to be almost get approval of others to move forward. And wonderful with self-identity as well as, like I said, boundaries, creating them and holding them. So that'll help in the relationship side of things. So that is yellow calcite. Here we go. Wonderful. Okay, cool. Lots of love to you, Charmy. Good to see you always. Hey, Catherine. What's my favorite tiger's eye? Oh, I always get distracted when I think about it. When I was little, I collected stones, and I never really had a chance to get a big collection, but every year they would send us on this. I'm from like the Newark, New Jersey area. So if you saw those pictures of the big fire in Elizabeth, New Jersey today, I'm from right about there. And so every year we would go on this really not great field trip to a nearby town that had a little spot in the woods. Yeah, so far in the woods you could like hear 5 different highways. But anyway, they had like this little hut in the woods, and they would explain like different nature things to us. And then they would let you buy something at their little gift shop. And my parents would only give me like a couple bucks, but it was enough to buy a rock every year. And that's what I bought. And one year I bought blue tiger's eye, which also goes by falcon's eye or hawk eye, which someone actually requested it by that name earlier today. And so I'm going to say blue tiger eye is probably my favorite of the 3, just because I've had it so long. I just saw it and was like, oh, that's a cool stone. And because we're talking about it, I'm going to bring it out now. So this is blue tiger eye. You're welcome, Charmy. Blue tiger eye, if you kind of see it, it's hard to show the reflection on all 3 at the same time. So yeah, look at that beautiful reflection. It's like tiger's eye, but blue. Yeah. This is helpful for expression, creativity, especially in writing, but definitely for speaking. This is a stone that helps bring in a lot of calm. It helps to ease stress. This is the stone that helps to protect truth tellers. It helps with facts over feelings. It helps with very direct, clear, concise, bold communication. So speaking your truth or writing your truth, whichever the case may be. It's also thought helpful for teachers. So that is a blue tiger eye. Your favorite is blue tiger eye as well, Catherine? Oh, Little Tree, your favorite is red. That's a good choice. Oh, Blue Sky, I'm glad you liked that story. Yeah, I didn't have much in the way of toys, but I liked rocks. Definitely liked rocks. Let's put these here. Some kids wanted Cabbage Patch dolls and Barbies because I'm that old. I wanted a rock tumbler. It was great. Yeah, I've been, if 7-year-old Danielle could see where she is right now. In fact, actually, this is one of those original stones that I picked up as a little kid at that little wilderness area. Yeah, you could walk to it from the 4-lane highway. I mean, wilderness. Yeah, no. It was not wild by any means. This is the area of New Jersey that has so many highways that it's right near what's called the Bunny Bridge. It's over Route 78 in North Jersey. They cut this big highway through, and the wildlife was having a hard time, and they kept getting kind of caught in traffic, or they just weren't doing well because they couldn't kind of commingle and move around. So they put in a whole overpass just for animals. It was called the Bunny Bridge. Yeah, the Bunny Bridge. And everybody, like my parents, we're spending how much money so these things can cross the street? It's like, well, would you rather them cross in front of your car on the highway? Because I don't think you do. Build the Bunny Bridge. Catherine, wondering if you could request the same lungs, focus, creativity with writing. Oh, well, perfect time for Blue Tiger Eye. So you've got that. Let's do some soda light, focus, and creativity. Let's also do Rhodonite. Actually, no, I don't want to do Rhodonite for that. Let's do some emerald and some green kyanite. And emerald was also one requested by Chris. So emerald helps with reawakening our passions in life, and it also supports the lungs, the whole cardiopulmonary system, better breathing, upper respiratory infections, all those kinds of things. Helps too with healing skin and tissue. Restores confidence about our appearance, especially those things that we're really sensitive about with our appearance. This can help. But yeah, so let's bring that in and hope that helps your lungs. We've also got pyrite here, which helps the lungs. And next we shall bring in green kyanite. When we had the Omicron variant and everyone was sick, this is the one that everyone said helped them really, really strongly. This helps with the chest, lungs, heart, and asthma, as well as blending our mundane everyday life with our spiritual practices. Helps too for connection to nature, as well as to our sense of intuition and wisdom. So let's bring some of this in. And next we'll bring in for creativity. Let's bring in azurite. This helps with insight and intuition as well as creativity. It's very helpful for awakening the spiritual self, relieving worry and indecision, and also helping us to better connect with our spirit guides and the wisdom that they have to provide. Helpful too for calming the mind during meditation or spiritual work or energy work, and helps with breaking down obstacles and energy blockages. So lovely stone to work with. Also helps with spinal alignment and spasms, as well as muscle tics and things. So there we go. That is azurite. Bumblebee jasper helps with mental focus. So this is energy, vitality, focus, like laser focus. Also helps with the let's let's get it done. Let's get the thing completed. And that's whether we're working alone or collaboratively with others. Helps too with just general motivation, positivity, and confidence. This does have like large amounts of sulfur as well as arsenic, so do be careful if you're working with it. And that's again bumblebee jasper. And another one to help with expression and like expressing your creativity is sodalite. And this is expression whether it's written, spoken, performed, painted, however you truly express yourself. Also helps to relieve symptoms of menopause. It's wonderful for grounding impulses, and it really helps with things like homesickness. So that is sodalite. This is also one of those stones that if you seriously do not like Mercury retrograde and you're like, anything I can do to help make it a little bit better, sodalite is one of those stones that can help because it helps with communication overall, and that can be really supportive when that's hampered. So that's sodalite. And awesome. Feel better, hun. And for Creative Diva, request for positive energy, protection from negative actions and energy, and digestive and anxiety healing. Gotcha. Anxiety, my favorite anxiety stone is yellow calcite. Let's also bring in black onyx. This helps a lot with anxiety as well as fear. And it's wonderful for ancestor connection, grief, and just general protection. It's also great for feeling close to your ancestors if you work with them. And so, yeah, let's bring this in. It also brings in a lot of self-confidence and releases a lot of self-doubt. So that is black onyx. There we go. Positive energy protection too. So let's see. So that's very protective, but let's see. Digestive. This one is actually a little bit of both. So Dalmatian jasper is actually a jasper that has black tourmaline in it. So this helps to deep clear our energy field, and it can be very deeply clearing. It also helps cooperation and breaks down things like jadedness and cynicism because it helps clear the energy of the past a little bit. So this can, if you've had past differences, this might create a nice space for harmony in the future. And it's wonderful too for digestive issues, whether it's IBS or Crohn's or anything like that, as is peridot, which is already here. But I'm going to bring this in for sure. So this is digestive stuff, clearing your energy, and it's known as Dalmatian jasper, and I think it's pretty clear why. And am I out of order here? I am. Maybe not. There we go. Protection from negative actions. Definitely red tiger eye is helpful there. So let's do some zoisite too. This helps with releasing any kind of negativity, and it's lovely for seasonal affective issues, sluggishness, apathy, helps you feel like you want to sink your teeth back into life again. Helps you to, in a way, like it's thought to help remove obstacles from your path, but it also helps us to face those obstacles. If you tend to get caught up in the long list of to-dos and just sort of freeze up, and then start like procrastinating or anything like that, this is a lovely stone in zoisite to help you with that. But yeah, wonderful for releasing negativity. And let's put a piece right there. So that's zoisite. Oh, so glad to have you here. Hey, Sister Shiva. I recently bought a white stone called Eagle Eye, which looks like a white tiger eye with black, like a white tiger eye with black flecks. Oh, did it look like this? Let's see. Like if you really look at this, you can see it's like labradorite. It's got what we talked about at 4 o'clock, chatoyance, the cat's eye appearance. This is the same stone. Sometimes it has those black flecks and sometimes it doesn't. This is also known as rainbow moonstone and what is it? Rainbow moonstone and white labradorite. And there's lots of other trade names that different stones will go by. It's possible that it's a different stone you're talking about, but it might be that one. If not, if there's a different stone, I want to hear about it. Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, so I'm like I said, I have friends who are jewelers, and sometimes I'll tell them like the healing arts name for the stone, and they'll be like, oh, we don't know it as that. We know it as 5 other things. So it's normal for things to have like their own names and see the same stone called a few different things. That's really, really normal. But it is a beautiful stone. I'm so glad. Okay. And I think I skipped a couple. Goddess of 4. Oh, I skipped Goddess of 4s. That's where I skipped. Sorry about that, Goddess of 4. Okay. So Goddess of 4. We can definitely bring some support around that. So more business opportunities. So lapis is in there. That helps with that. Let's bring in some sunstone. Oh, it's a big cat scratch from Gertie. Okay, that'll definitely help. Fast money, we've got red tiger eye in there. Body pain, joint pain, and weight loss. So we'll do some iolite. Some howlite. And organization, we've got some great stones for that. We have lapis, we have garnet. And you know what else helps with that is dumortierite, because I think Chris has the same intention there. Dumortierite is really helpful too with like disorganization. It helps you to like get into like more of a tidy kind of a mindset. This is also a really cool stone for lots of other things like releasing anger and frustration and resentment. It helps by bestowing some patience upon us, which, my goodness, let's take it. Wonderful for nervous dogs, for Uranus-like energy, which is very chaotic to say the least. But if you're into astrology, this is good for anything that's dealing with Uranus or Uranus transits. Helps for improving situations that seem beyond hope. And it's great for healing ligaments and tendons. So that is dumortierite. So we'll bring that in. We'll also bring in for joint pain, howlite. This is good for like acute recent injuries or even dislocations, all the way up to like fractures and things, but also just chronic pain in these regions. Helpful for anger, resentment, frustration, just as much as dumortierite, and also helps with supporting teeth, hair, nails, bone. This is thought to help with integrity of the bone. It's one that I work with. And yeah, let's bring this in. And of course, nothing I do is meant to be a replacement for anything else. You know, I use modern medicine, I use older things, I use all the things I can that are going to help me. And all of what I offer is very much complementary. Like all of the things that I do here, Reiki and crystals, none of them will contraindicate what you're doing. None of them will interact with anything else you're doing in a negative way. So it's more like definitely going to be helpful, certainly not going to be harmful kind of thing. And let's see what else we have. Iolite is another stone for weight loss. We do have blue apatite in there. That's great for weight loss. This helps, in addition to weight loss, this also helps with money management, with certain types of sleep disturbances, especially around being like too intuitive, like having your third eye awake so the rest of you doesn't want to go to sleep, and also helps with clairvoyance, which is our spiritual sight. So let's go ahead and bring this in. So that's iolite, and I know Chris had already requested that too. And we'll do some sunstone. So this is good for career opportunities. Lapis also, but this helps with expanding our vision of who we are and what we can be. It boosts our kind of our prominence, like people will notice us and see us. This helps promote a business too. Or if you're looking for a new job, it'll help you to be noticed more than just another resume. Helpful for marketing yourself in a business, helpful for bringing in those opportunities that we mentioned for business, and also helps with protection against anyone that would exploit you or manipulate you around money too. But a lot of fame, a lot of luck, a lot of recognition. So that's sunstone. Oh, and we have a Hattie joining us too. Hello, Hattie. Are you going to let me move my legs so I can make some room for Hattie Cat? Or are you going to just be upset? All right, make some room for you. Oh. You have a whole apartment and you both want to hang out with me. I'm honored. Come here. I made room. Hey, Hattie. Hattie. Well, both cats are interested in this session, so awesome. Let's also bring in, because you're asking for abundance and stuff, we'll add one more abundance stone, and that is, this is known as cinnabar or cinnabrite sometimes. Cinnabar is mercury, and it's the only cinnabar in here are the little red dots that you see. Mercury is really toxic, and humans have used it for thousands of years. For a lot of that time, this stone is thought to be helpful for calling in customers to a business. So this can also be helpful for abundance. And yeah, awesome. Good to see you, Goddess of Four. Oh, thank you for the reminder, little tree. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Renee Sims, same in the plant and animal world. Yeah. Very much true. You know a plant by a name your grandmother taught you, and then you learn the scientific name in school. And then there's like 5 other names. Yeah, there's so many different names for plants. There's like the old school, like usually some kind of racist name. Like there's usually some kind of something in there that's like, oof. And then there's like the newer names that people call them. And then there's the science names. Yeah, there's so many names for so many different plants. I've even had the same plant and didn't realize it. And there was a slight variation, but wildly different names, but they were the same plant. Yeah. But yeah, it's you know that you're working with the right stone for you regardless of what it's called. Like, it will find you. It doesn't matter if it's called, you know, one thing or another. It's like the right stone always will find you under any name. So it's like, what is this stone? Whatever it is, it's the right one. Let's bring in some of the last ones for Chris. So let's do Sapphire, Herkimer, Rutilated. We got Leopard Skin. We got Emerald. Green Aventurine, Ruby, Malachite, Lapis, Apatite, Snowflake Obsidian. Yep. So let's just bring in some selenite and some rose quartz. So rose quartz we're all probably really familiar with. Rose quartz can help support the heart center. This is any time that you are emotionally depleted and need some like restoration. This can be so helpful. It's also really helpful with spending some time with this can help you to open up and connect to the concept of love of spirit and unconditional love, which can be transformative. This can help you to set a stage for, I deserve a good relationship. I deserve, you know, a healthy relationship, things like that. So if you're looking to make any of those big changes in your life, rose quartz can be really helpful. Keep it around yourself as much as possible and it'll support you. So that is rose quartz. Rutilated quartz, I think, is perfect for tonight. This helps with focusing any energy where it needs to go. It's also really helpful with focusing the mind. It boosts physical energy, especially when we're run down or getting over being sick. And it can really help us to focus on either one task or just generally bring attention to what needs it most in your life. So let's do here. Here. Herkimer Diamond aids in manifesting and also with being in the present moment and just relaxing. It helps too with metabolism as well as intuition, and it can also harmonize really discordant energies. So you can put it in a space, you can carry it around with you and just help kind of bring that harmony and peace around with you. So yeah. We will bring that in. Again, that is Herkimer Diamond. Sapphire helps with connection to our angels and spirit guides. It also helps to boost our intuition in a really big way. This is one that can help you with channeling and mediumship and things like that. Also really helpful for bringing in speedy justice and supporting the overall healing and well-being of your thyroid, eyes, and ears. It's also thought really helpful for folks with dementia as well as those who love and care about and care for them. Let's see. So that is sapphire. And this is selenite. Selenite is exceptional for clearing energy of your energy field, of your crystals, of a space. It reflects nothing but pure white light. And because of that, it really is just superb for just not leaving much room for anything else but pure white light. This is definitely a stone that can clear the energy of lots of other things, but don't put it in water. It will start to melt and come apart. So that is selenite. It's actually so helpful, and I use it so much that it's always beneath the grid. So there we go. And yeah. I love the name Eagle Eye though for white labradorite or rainbow moonstone or whatever it's called. Oh, let's see. Did I miss anyone? I don't think I did. Awesome. So let's go ahead and do that thing that we do. And I'll explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works for those who are new. And you all can help me by lifting the energy of the space that you're in, which just lifts the energy for all of us everywhere because we're all interconnected. You can do that the simplest way. Take a deep breath in and out. And think about all the things you're grateful for. And then go ahead, click that live chat button. Definitely click that like button if you haven't already. But after you click that live chat button, go ahead and list any of the things that you're grateful for, anything at all. And that'll boost the energy. And while you're doing that, I'll be explaining the Reiki, and then we're going to get into our session. And good stuff. Okay, cool. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become a catch-all term in the West for energy healing. Specifically, I work with what's called Usui Reiki. And this method is named after its founder, Mikao Usui, who created it in the early 1920s of Japan, at a time where teaching anything that could even be misunderstood as being a part of a religion could lead to really severe consequences. So this particular method is deeply spiritual, yet completely secular, which is, I think, a big part of why we love it so much in the West. So the concept of energy at the foundation of Usui Reiki, that is best exampled by looking at Shintoism, the indigenous spiritual understanding of Japan, in which everyone and everything is interconnected, and spirit, however you define it in this case, supplies soul-affirming energy, spiritually guided soul energy, which is what Reiki translates to mean. Essentially, that energy is thought to already be flowing through you and everyone and everything all the time, everywhere. It's thought that this energy helps support your body, mind, and spirit to be as resilient as it already is and to generally help you and heal each day. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect with that energy that's already part of all of us and direct more of it to you, allowing your body, mind, and spirit to come into a greater sense of balance and allowing your body, mind, and spirit to do the thing that they already do for you right now, which is help support you and heal you. So during the session, I will direct this energy to all of you regardless of where you are or when you're watching this. And you may, during that time, feel some physical sensations. You may have some emotions rise up or get released. You may be able to think some things through logically and be able to come to a conclusion. You may hear your subconscious. You may also have a sudden moment of clarity or truth or some insight or intuition. You may also have a lovely healing nap, and wouldn't that be amazing? So no matter what your unique session shows up to be, it is exactly the right healing for you today, and that's how your body works with the Reiki energy. During the session, how do you open up to it? Well, just being open to Reiki will help you to be part of the session. And by being here, you already are. So that's all you need to do. You're already doing it. During the session, though, you may feel inclined to just sort of relax. So I usually suggest that you find a a chair or any place that you feel you want to sit or lay down comfortably. You can close your eyes if you like, but you don't have to. You can also move, stretch, bend, combine some like yoga or journal or really anything. There's no wrong way to use this time. And while I'm sending that energy to all of you, by the way, it doesn't matter where you are or when you're watching this. Reiki energy transcends the human limitations. So it can be everywhere at once. So whenever you're watching this video, the energy will be here for you. And if ever, for those of you here who are here live, if you feel like you need some energy and I'm not live, check out the past healing live stream playlist. The energy is there for you to enjoy any day, any way that you need it. So definitely avail yourself of that. I will send this healing for 25 minutes, during which time the lights will get a little bit lower. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I'll turn the music up. If you want to learn more about our musical creator, she's linked in the bottom of our description, so you can check out her channel. And at the end of that 25 minutes, you'll hear my voice come in. I'll invite you to take a few breaths, come back to your body. And at that point, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat so you can share any questions or experiences that you feel inclined to. And then that'll be it from there. I am here 5 days a week, same days, same times every week. So you can subscribe with your notifications on to come out, or just set your calendar to it because, hey, it's the easiest, most passive way to get some self-care, right? Additionally, you can also check out, sorry, getting distracted because I'm hearing that sound again. If I suddenly hit the mute button, it's because I think somebody set off a smoke alarm. Yay, it stopped. Awesome, even better. So as we go through the session, feel free to just get cozy in any way that feels right. But if you need to get up and grab a cup of tea or a blanket, absolutely go do it. You're not going to disturb the flow. And also, if you feel like you want to get deeper into the session, or if you get distracted, just take a deep breath in and out, and you'll slowly sink back into the session. So thank you so much for being here with me today. It's an honor and a pleasure to share this healing energy with all of you. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a closer look at that beautiful grid that all of you inspired. Ooh, pretty, everybody. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think we're in pretty good balance. Well done, everyone. Oh. I love all of these intentions. And I love all of these beautiful gratitudes. Thank you all for being here. So go ahead, get comfy, and I'll see you all in 25 minutes. Thank you for being here. I invite you now to open your eyes, slowly come back to the room that you're in. Can gently, gently let yourself come back. If you need to take some gentle stretches, go right ahead and listen to your body. And when you're ready, if you have any questions or anything to share, go right ahead and use the chat. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege to have shared this energy with all of you. Thank you. You're so welcome, Catherine. Feel better, and all the best to you as you edit. Gertie is currently laying from my thigh all the way down to my toes to make sure that my lap is all hers and there's no room for her sister. Yeah. What a beautiful Friday. Thank you everyone so much. Everyone that was here at this stream and the earlier one, really, thank you so, so much. Oh, thank you, Peachy. You too. And also my next stream is Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. And I'm here every week, same days, same time, every week. So feel free to drop in anytime you need some self-care, or you can put this on your calendar as like your regular self-care check-in. I'm happy to be here for all of you. Oh, awesome. Oh, wonderful, Cassandra. I'm so glad. Thank you for sharing that with me. I love Eventbrite. That's been such a helpful thing for my business and for folks finding us here. Thank you. And definitely, please do come back. All the best to you. To be honest, we all have a long way to go with our healing. It's a beautiful thing to admit it and acknowledge it, but yeah, we all do have a long way to go in our healing. You're so welcome, Chris, but I'm here to help in any way I can, Cassandra. Flower, you're so welcome. Flower and Little Tree, thank you for being here and gracing us with your presences. It's all good, Chris. I'm going to be up doing laundry tonight because I have a funny feeling that there's going to be a lot of people in my building not going out tomorrow, and they'll maybe want to stick around and do laundry, so I'm going to do some laundry. Peachy, you found me on Eventbrite too, and you're joining from Australia. I'm so glad. Thank you, and thank you for letting me know. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Cassandra. Oh, Chris, I'm going to see you on Tuesday. Yay! Yay! Yeah, I do see in-person clients on Tuesdays in Philadelphia. And then I do online one-on-one appointments and tarot readings through Zoom. Oh, Timothy, thank you. May you find the minerals you need to grow, sprout, and bloom. Thank you. I appreciate that. You too. Lots of love to you. I'm so glad that this was helpful, Cassandra. And Peachy, that you also found it. You're absolutely one of you're in good company. There's a lot of Aussies that hang out in here too. Oh, you're currently in South Carolina. Oh, but you're from Wilkes-Barre. Okay, awesome. You're local too. Oh, Chris, it's combined online. Oh, okay, even better. You'll be able to be in the comfort of home. We might be getting some weather that day too. That's even better. Awesome. But yeah, Wilkes-Barre is not that far. Yeah, that's awesome. We have a lot of folks in South Carolina, North Carolina that come through too. I love that we've become such a lovely, expansive group from all over. Of course, they were in the earlier stream because, time differences. We have some regulars that are from Ireland, and someone joined from Wales. But it was already, for the 4 o'clock stream, it was already 10 o'clock at night for them. So they're sleeping. Yeah, it's lovely. Awesome. Well, I look forward to seeing you all soon. Definitely have a beautiful weekend, especially those of you who are in some kind of way aligned for weather. That's going to be a lot of the US and parts of Canada too. Philly looks like we're just going to get a lot of rain, but to anybody that's in line for weather, I hope you do well. I hope you've got lots of good things to stay home and enjoy. And thank you all so much for being here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring the stream to a close here with an abundance of gratitude for each of you. Thank you so much. My next stream is Sunday, 8 p.m. East Coast US time, so feel free to join me if you'd like. And I'm here 5 times a week. All of the information for my website, where to shop for crystals, my classes, sessions, and when I stream is all in the description below. Yeah, you don't miss the snow. I bet you don't. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. You too. Have a wonderful weekend. So everybody take care. I hope to see you all again soon, and bye for now.